We have a very grey sky. We've got winds that are averaging about 28 miles an hour, gusting up to 48 miles an hour. It's -2 degrees and the wind chill is making it feel a lot colder. So not ideal conditions for landscape photography. However, all is not lost. It's such a wild, stormy day, and although it's difficult to be out, although it's difficult to do photography, difficult to vlog due to the wind, I think it's a great chance for me to capture the feel of today. I want to capture just how stormy and windy it actually is. I want to capture some wonderful shots with the waves in motion. So that's what I'm out to do today, and fingers crossed I'll be able to achieve it. So I'm just taking some shelter from these wild stormy conditions, but I'm pleased that I got the shot that I wanted. I didn't want a long exposure today. I wanted to almost freeze a moment in time. I wanted to show dramatic movement in the sea and show the ferocity of the sea, because it's quite a force today. And I also visualised a couple of leading lines which the sea would form for me. So it was just a case of waiting until they actually appeared. But I've had to beat a hasty retreat. The tide is almost full in. I was getting soaked, the camera was getting soaked, and there was lots of sea spray everywhere. But I'm just going to enjoy this view for a few minutes and then head on and see what else I can find. So this is probably one of the most difficult days for photography I've ever been out in, especially if you're trying to vlog as well. My tripod was set up very stable, thankfully not with the camera on it. It blew over. The vlogging camera wants to blow over. There's very little places you can actually talk without so much wind noise. But it's still fun, it's still challenging, and hopefully I'll have some rewarding shots. So I've just been going up and down these rocks here, trying to take a composition to take in more of the rocks, because there's a change in colour as they get darker down towards the sea where it's wet. And I've also been going nearer the sea where there's less of the light coloured rock and more just of the dark colour and the wet areas where the sea has been. There's some wonderful shapes in these rocks, some wonderful leading lines. Again, it's been about timing, trying to get the waves just at the right moment and get the scene captured quick enough because the tide is now trying to go out. But hopefully I've got a nice shot. I'll pick which one of the two compositions I think is best and I'll let you see it. But now it's time to brave the elements again and see if there's anything else I want to photograph. So after a bit of exploring, I've found my composition. This is going to be the last shot I take today. And I'm quite happy with this one. I'm going for a portrait orientation. In front of me here we've got some rocks and the polarizer's doing a wonderful job of taking off the sheen and really bringing out their true colour. On the rocks there's lots of lines and there's a subtle curve which is also formed with the edge of this rock pool, and it guides your eye out to this rock which is out in the water here. We have of course got the stormy seas coming in, making wonderful patterns as well. I mean, look at it just now, it's just amazing. The force of the water is so strong today. So as I say, portrait orientation, leading lines out to this rock. It's all a case again of timing the shot, getting the look of the water to be just the way I want it. Quite keen again in capturing the stormy conditions, but I also think a slightly longer exposure would work well on this shot. So I'm going to take that as well, and then when I get home I'll see which one I like best. But really wild conditions, but quite hopeful for this shot. So that's my last shot taken for today, and it's been one of the most challenging days for photography that I've had for quite a long while. It's been so windy. I really do believe the forecast that it's been touching 50 miles per hour at times. It's blown over my main tripod, it's blown over my vlogging camera, and it's just made photography really hard in general. But my aim today was to capture how wild a day it is, how stormy it is, the strength of the wind, and I'm hoping that I've been able to do that. So let me know in the comments which of my images you prefer, and if you've enjoyed the video please feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. But for me it's now perishing cold. I'm off to get something to warm me up, and until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.